Hello everyone, my name is Sophia Brewer and I am one of the librarians at GRCC. Today we're going to be walking through the basic steps of a research project using GRCC resources. We're going to start off by going to the library's homepage at grcc.edu/library. Once we're on the library's homepage, I want to make you aware of a couple things. First of all, the library's hours are posted on the left-hand side of the screen. In the center column, there are 3 ways that you can contact the librarian on duty. First is the Ask a Librarian link. By clicking on this link, you'll be directed to a form. Complete this form, hit submit, and the next available librarian will contact you. Secondly, there is the OneSearch chat option to chat with the librarian on duty. Simply click on the OneSearch chat link, open up the chat box on the right-hand side of the screen, and you can chat with a librarian. Also, if you prefer, you can text a librarian at 616-201-4841. We're here to help. Contact us if you need us. Now we are going to start going through the basic steps of a research project. So from the library's homepage, click on Subject Guides, which is just beneath the OneSearch box. So subject guides are resource pages compiled by librarians. They are on various subjects. They could be about a particular department. They can also be on a particular major, but they are compiled by librarians and they are there for you to use. So we're going to scroll down and find the subject guide labeled Research Steps. It's going to be in the right-hand column. So once on the Research Steps subject guide, you're going to see that there is a large infographic with details about the research process. We're going to go through these steps one by one, but I wanted to first read the top of the infographic. The first thing it says, these steps are a guide for you to use when researching with GRCC resources. Dependent on your knowledge, you may choose a different order and or a different process. So it really all depends on you. But also it says wait, which is very important. Before getting started with your research project, make sure you understand your assignment. So contact your teacher if you don't understand the assignment. Now, we're going to go through each one of these steps one by one in detail, and I'm going to show you some resources that you can use to navigate each step. Let's get started. At the top of the screen, you'll see that there are several tabs, and there are tabs representing 1 to 3 of the steps. We're going to click on the second tab that says Basic Research Steps 1 and 2. 1 is define your topic. It says think about and list general keywords related to your topic. And then number 2 says find background information on your topic. Gather background information about your topic, including definitions. In the right-hand column, there are suggested resources to help guide you through steps 1 and 2. The 2 that I'm going to be highlighting today are Credo and CQ Researcher. They are great databases for getting background information and even building keywords for your topic. I'm going to click on Credo reference. I was already logged in, so it went straight to the database for me. But if you're working from home and you haven't logged in already, you may be prompted to log in using your last name and your Rater ID number to make sure that you are a authorized user of GRCC resources. Now we're going to keep moving. I'm going to enter my topic in the search box. And today I'm just going to be researching protesting and protests. So I'm going to put my keyword in the box, search box, and then I'm going to hit the search icon. And then as you can see, I get a list of resources. So some of the features that I want to point out in Credo is, first of all, this mind map. The mind map on the right-hand side of the screen is a great resource to kind of dig into your topic and find out what subtopics there might be, but also to find out what other terms and what other information is associated with your topic. There are also filters in Credo that you can use to kind of narrow down your search results. As you can see, we have 16,528 search results. These filters at the top of the page can help you to narrow down your search results. I'm going to click on this second item here. Once you click on the link, you're going to get the information for that particular entry. And then that is where you're going to see the tools that you're able to use to cite, to share, or save to Google Drive, that you can email it to yourself, you can save it to a file, you can export it to Google Drive or EasyBib or ReferenceWork if you prefer to use any of those cloud storage entities. Back to our subject guide, and we're going to go down and we're going to select CQ Researcher online. We're going to take a brief look at this resource now. So once you're in CQ Researcher, this database is chock full of information and reports on various issues pertaining to the United States and really globally. So I'm going to put my topic in the search box, which is protests. You put your topic in. I'm going to put protesting and hit enter. Now, some of the features of Credo includes reports, overviews, pros and cons, but you also are able to cite, download, and email right in Credo. I'm going to show you some of those features. I'm going to click on this first item, and then over to the left-hand side of the screen, you can see that this is a full report, and I have an overview that I can take a look at, which gives me all kinds of information about this particular topic. But also, I have the option of looking at a pro and con. So if I need pros and cons in my research to make my research balance, I can look at those. I can look at maps and graphs or chronology of my topic. CQ Researcher is just really great at kind of breaking down your topic, and you can use this to really get an idea and build on your topic. On the right-hand side, they have this list of related topics that you can really use to dive into your topic and also use as subtopics in the body of your report. So think about using these to kind of build on what you might want to use or what you might want to say in your research. But also it has these tools you can download as a PDF, you can cite using Credo, you can email the article to yourself, and you can really save it to your own computer. We're going to go back to subject guide. So back on the subject guide page, there are other resources on this page that might be able to help you build and background information, including a printable mind map that you can use to kind of work through your topic. Now we're going to scroll back up to the top of the screen, and we're going to go to the third tab, which says Basic Research Steps 3, 4, and 5. Step number 3, search for sources. Search the databases for articles and/or search the library catalog for books to see what has been written on your topic. And then number 4 says refine, review, and record. And it asks you a question. It says, do you like what you found so far? If your answer is no, it says go back to number 1 and refine your topic. Then it says if your answer is yes, it says review your findings and start recording notes. The 5th step is to collect and save your sources. When you find a good source, save it or print it so you can retrieve it later. And so hopefully as we go through this process, if you find sources that you might be interested in for your research, you can save them and go back and use them in your research. And we're kind of going to be doing this as we go through the databases. It's not going to be totally a separate step. We're going to kind of incorporate it as we are researching. Again, on the right-hand side of the screen, there are useful sources that will help you go through steps 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to start with the first item, which is OneSearch. GRCC Library OneSearch. With GRCC Library OneSearch, you can search multiple databases at once for articles, ebooks, videos, and more. Now, this is a really comprehensive search tool. We are going to be doing just a brief look at the search tool to kind of give you some ideas of how you might use this search tool. So I'm going to put my topic in the search box there. I'm going to put protesting. So once I put my topic in the search box, I get a bunch of results. Right now it says that I have 155,193 results. And my search results are sorted by relevance. So the most relevant items are at the top of the screen. So on the right-hand side, the first thing I want to do is narrow my research down to full text items. So I'm going to click on full text as the filter for full text. Now, also, this is where I'm going to click on scholarly or peer-reviewed if my instructor requires scholarly or peer-reviewed sources. I'm going to go ahead and click on that as well. I can also use these other filters on the left-hand side of the screen to kind of narrow my topic down even more. So one thing, if I wanted to use just journal articles, I can click on, under the content type, I can click on journal articles, and that will reduce my results to just journal articles. If I'm looking for ebooks and streaming video, I'm going to need to click off of the scholarly or peer-reviewed because those items are not under that particular function, although they could be scholarly resources. And then on the left-hand side of the screen, I'm going to click off of journal articles, and then I'm going to click on books and ebooks to get a list of books and ebooks on my topic. Once I click on that, I can browse these items. Anything I'm interested in taking a closer look at, I can click on the link for that item, and that particular ebook will be open for me to view and read and search. But right within the ebook function, I have the ability to cite the book. If I click on the read online for the book, or I click on the PDF version of the book in some providers, I can search within the book for information. But I also have all these tools where I can download pages at the top. I can download pages, I can print, I can save. So there I have all these functions that I can use in this particular database. I'm going to hit the back button, and then I'm going to go back to my results. So now I'm going to click off of ebooks and show you again how to get to a journal article. And then I'm going to click back on journal article. And then I'm going to sort my item by date. I'm going to use the date filter to kind of sort my items by the last 5 years. So if I click on, I can use this slider to update my date by sliding it from the left or to the right to update the date based on using that slider. but I can also just click on the pre-sorted dates. So I can click on last 5 years and get information that's only been recorded in the last 5 years. And if I find something I want to use, I can click on the link for that particular item. That item is going to be open for me. And if this is something I want to use, I have the option of these tools in the left-hand corner. So this is a ProQuest item. So I have the option of saving it as a PDF on my own computer, or I can cite this particular item by clicking the Cite button at the top. And I can copy and paste this citation into my Works Cited page. I still will need to kind of make sure that it's a valid and it's a good citation. I can email the item to myself. I can print, and if I click on the 3 dots for all options, all of my options or all of the features within this database are shown. So I have the ability to send it to cloud savings like Google Drive, or citation generators like RefWorks or EasyBib. I can send it to those items as well. Okay, so that's an example. I'm going back to my search results. So those are some examples of what you can do in OneSearch. So OneSearch really does search most of GRCC's resources. Not all of them, but most of GRCC resources, databases, journal articles, ebooks, and streaming video. Now we're going to go back to our subject guides page. So we took a look at how to search in OneSearch. Now we're going to take a look at how to search in a specific database like Academic OneFile. So I'm going to click on Academic OneFile. Again, I am going to be searching the topic protesting. So in the search box, I'm going to put in my search terms for protesting. And then I'm going to hit search. So the database features for most of our databases are really the same. We have the ability to print. We have the ability to save, cite, download. You can send items to cloud storage like Google Drive, RefWorks, those kinds of things. I'm going to show you some of that in Academic OneFile. I'm going to find something I'm interested in, and I'm going to click on it. Once I click on that particular item, that item will be open for me. And then once I click on it and open up the item, I get the options to send to Google Drive or to OneDrive for Microsoft OneDrive. I get the opportunity to email it to myself. I can download it to my hard drive, but I can also cite this item. And then there's this send to function that also allows me to send it to email, Google Drive, and as well. I can click on the site and I can copy and paste this citation right into my Works Cited page. And it cites several different formats. As you can see, it cites, all of the databases will cite MLA, APA, and a lot of them will cite Chicago style as well. I'm going to go back. I'm going to close out this screen and go back to my subject guides page. The other database that I wanted to highlight was ProQuest. We kind of took a little look at ProQuest by going through OneSearch, but we're going to take a little better look by clicking on the link that says ProQuest Central. And then I'm going to put in my topic. And now I'm going to start to narrow down my topic, protesting in America. And then I'm going to put full text in peer review there, just in case my teacher wants only scholarly resources. And then I'm going to hit the search button. And as you can see, I get a list of results. And on the left-hand side of the screen are my filters that I can use to kind of narrow down my search results. I'm going to go ahead and use this date slider to slide it over to a more relevant date. And so that narrows it down to 2020 if I wanted to just look at content that was produced this year. And so once I take a look at those items, I can click on any of the ones that are interesting to me, and I'm going to click on this one. And once I click on that item, that resource is available to me, and I can read through it, scan it to see if it has any information relevant to my research. And if I decide I want to use it, I can download it, cite it, email it, and then here's that all options feature, which if I click on it will open up, and I'm able to send this information to Google Drive. I'm able to send it to RefWorks or EasyBib to cite it, save it, and a bunch of different other functions. If I click on the Cite tool, I'm able to copy and paste the citation into my Works Cited page. So now I'm going to go back to the basic search subject guide. So we went through, on this page so far, we went through searching GRCC's Google search, which is one search, and then we were searching just two of our comprehensive databases. Now we're going to take a look at searching for books or content that's physical content that's actually in the library. So now I'm going to go down and I'm going to search the Rater Search GRCC's library catalog. I'm going to put my search terms in the search box provided. So I'm going to put protesting, and I'm going to hit search. And then I'll get a list of search results. As you can see, I have a list of books here. And if I click on the hyperlink for the title, it'll kind of give me the bib record for the book. That's information that I can use to cite my source. But it's also where I'm going to record the call number and check and see if this item is available. If you're working from home and you find something that you want to use, a book or another resource that's physically in the library, you can give us a call, go back to our homepage, find the number, give us a call, and we will send the item to you if you're working from home. Okay, so that's how you would search the library catalog. So I'm going to go back to our subject guide screen, and now we're going to take a look at searching with Google Advanced. So we're going to use the Google Advanced option to search for authoritative resources. So I am going to put my search topic in the box provided. And this time, and you can do this in any of the databases, this time because I'm looking at protesting in America, I'm going to search that as a phrase. So I'm going to put quotes around that phrase. And you could have done that in all of the databases. So remember, if you want to search for words to appear together as in a phrase, put quotes around the phrase. So I'm going to put quotes, protesting in America. And then I'm going to narrow my search terms down where it says site or domain. I'm going to put in .edu or .gov. So I'm going to put .gov to get just government resources. I don't necessarily want .coms. .orgs could be biased based on who the organization is and what their stand is on issues, but government websites or government information and educational information seem to be more authoritative. And so we're going to click on, so I'm going to enter in .gov next to where it says site or domain to narrow my search results down to those kinds of items. Okay, so once I put protesting in America and I download it to government websites, you can see .gov, nps.gov, loc.gov. So I get a bunch of different items with protesting in America as the keyword highlighted that I can take a look at and see if they are relevant to my research. Now, if I want to change this .gov, all I have to do is change the .gov to .edu and see if there's any educational items that I want to use in my research. Now you can see all of my search results are from educational websites. Purdue.edu, excuse me, pvu.edu, psu.edu. So now all of my search results are from educational websites. Now we're going to go back to our basic search screen. So that's how you search and you narrow your search results down to educational websites or authoritative websites, including .edu and .gov. Now we're going to go to our next item, steps 6 and 7. So back at the top of our subject guides, I'm going to click on basic search steps 6 and 7. 6 says, organize and begin writing. You may want to create an outline to guide your writing. And then number 7 says, cite your sources. Avoid plagiarism by using in-text citations when needed and create a works cited or references page. And so now we're going to talk a little bit about resources that are available to help you do that. So back in this right-hand column on our subject guides page, there is an image of a outline template that you can use, but you can also click on the downloadable black and white outline worksheet that is available for you. And under step 6, there are also some links to websites like OWL that you can use to help you outline and start the writing process. Then 7, remember to cite your sources using MLA, APA, or Chicago style, whichever style your instructor told you to use. And in the left-hand column on this page, at the lower left-hand column on this page, you'll see that there are citation examples for MLA. And in the right-hand column, there are citation examples for APA. But also, there are other resources listed on this page as well, including other websites, other subject guides for you to use that might be helpful in citing these sources, including the Information Literacy Toolkit, which is a comprehensive step-by-step guide to doing the research process. Okay, y'all, that's all for now. But if you have questions, please contact a librarian via the options on our homepage. And happy research!